This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Let's move on. Let's talk about a major move that's happening with television. Wade would report that UPN is going to be moving SmackDown from Thursdays to Fridays in the fall. And he would say this is a move that blindsides WWE. UPN announced it the prior week that it would be making the move. And of course, Friday is considered a weaker night because overall viewership is down for television. Quote, WWE though may be the type of product that has a loyal enough following that its viewers will find it and still watch no matter what night it's on. Another upside is that SmackDown will no longer be head to head with some of the toughest primetime programming competition out there on Thursdays, including CSI, The Apprentice, The OC, and Will and Grace. UPN shifting SmackDown to Friday and replacing it with a block of half-hour comedies starring Chris Rock, including Everybody Hates Chris, Shannon Doherty's Love Inc., and Denise Richards. There's some speculation that Vince McMahon may adjust his plans for the draft, which is a well-guarded secret amongst a small inner circle at this point. Reportedly, even Kurt Angle doesn't know where he'll wind up. And McMahon may choose to shift some of the bigger names towards SmackDown to strengthen the show, but he also wants to impress USA Network with strong ratings, so he's being pulled in two different directions here. Another potential problem is that SmackDown will face more preemptions for local sports games on Friday nights. Because Friday is such a weak night for network TV, many SmackDown affiliates have agreements with local sports teams to air their games on Friday nights. That includes baseball games in New York, LA, Boston, and Philadelphia. And SmackDown had already faced preemptions in many markets due to local sports, but it's going to face more on Fridays than on Thursdays. Man, Bruce, this can't be good news. I know as wrestling fans these days, we can just DVR it. And while DVR is becoming more popular and more common here in 05, a lot of folks have to be in front of their TV to watch this thing unless, they're still trying to use a fucking VCR in 05. Chat me up here though. Is this as doom and gloom as it sounds? I mean, we've always heard that Friday's sort of the weakest night on television because you assume that people are going to be at a sports game or out to dinner or at a bar or traveling for the weekend. But on Thursday nights, well, they got to go to work Friday so that you have more of a captive audience. Was Friday a major concern?
Well, yes. And the biggest concern was not only preemptions, and any time that you change the day that your program is on, people have to find you. People are creatures of habit. So if they're used to their wrestling on Monday night or Thursday night, that's the night that they're used to their wrestling. And that's where they go to get their programming. Now you move me and I go there on Thursday night, you're not there anymore. Now I got to find you. And that takes a little bit of time, and you need that time to get people back into the habit, and they need to get back into their course. And if you're moving it to a place where more often than before that it's going to be preempted, and now I'm comfortable on Friday night, but I go to a Friday night and, oh shit, there's a fucking baseball game on. After a while, I'm going to get out of the habit. So there was concern to that. And people don't like change. I don't like change. Friday night, traditionally being one of the lower rated nights for people using television. Yeah, it's tough. And not something you can overcome immediately. It takes 6 months to a year to build your audience back up. And in that time frame, if you've got these preemptions in there, it becomes doubly as hard. So not something that we were really crazy about. However, at the same time, you embrace it and you make the very best of it that you possibly can and show them, okay, we'll do what we need to do on Friday nights.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.